Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Be Perfectly Blended. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. And if this is your first time, thanks so much for clicking on. Well, it is the Friday after Thanksgiving, and this is how my home is looking. Not too bad. I did a lot of cleaning last night, but my daughter and two of her friends helped out a lot. So I was super thankful for that. It is a beautiful morning. So I'm going to start by doing some of these dishes and getting together the fancier dishes that I brought out, such as my bowl set and things like that. Put those back up and then do a little bit of picking up around the house. And we are on our way to the ocean. I am so super excited. I'm going to go ahead and start with my dishes. And here I'm using Gain dish soap, warm water, and a splash of bleach. I typically use Dawn dish soap like 99% of the time. And I bought a 3-pack from Costco, and I could have swore I had one more, which is why I didn't buy any more Dawn when I went to the grocery store to get everything for Thanksgiving, because I just knew I had one more bottle. I keep like a little stockpile downstairs in my laundry room of, toilet paper, paper towels, laundry soap, some canned goods, and things like that. And I looked there. I looked under my sink. I looked up in my cabinet. I don't know. So I actually had to stop on our way back from our relative's house that we went to on Wednesday night and pick up the Gain right there from the corner store because, yeah, I needed some dish soap. And on Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, I was not going to stop at a regular grocery store. But anyways, the Gain did well, and I have my Dawn dish soap back now, or I've purchased some, so we're good to go. But here I am just using the spray and getting my pots, 2 pots, and my casserole dish here that I have my candied yams in, getting those nice and clean. We have a person that makes banana pudding, this right here. She literally puts them in individual little packs, little cups like that, and everybody gets one. And if someone's not there, theirs is up for dibs. And I tell you, they go like hotcakes. So freaking good. So that's what I have for breakfast this morning. But I think I'm going to keep this like this right over here. I moved. If you didn't know, I had my garbage can over here on the other side, but every time you walk by, it would open up because it has the sensor. And I moved it over there so that it wouldn't do that when my company came for Thanksgiving. And I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it that way, at least for a little while, see if I still like it. The only thing is it makes it a little more tight to come into the kitchen, but it seems to be working for us, so hey. Yeah, I needed to go ahead and give my fridge and my microwave a wipe down before we go to the ocean real quick. Plus, it's time to put the turkey hand away and the little decorations. But yeah, my fridge had fingerprints and splats and, smudges and all that. So I wanted to go ahead and give that a nice wipe down. Pick up a few toys from the grandkids. Then, of course, I did have to pick up a few toys in my son's room, but for the most part, the kids played downstairs. So now that I have the house pretty much clean and ready to go, we are packing up and heading to the ocean. First stop is a restaurant called the Grizzly Den. Their burgers, so good. Here we are. We actually rent condos when we go to the ocean. This is the first time I was ever in this condo. It's a 2-bedroom, and my college student didn't come, my son who's in college, so our 9-year-old got his own room. He was highly impressed with that. And then here is the living room, dining room, and kitchen. And I do make breakfast tomorrow for my family, so super excited about that. And then this beautiful view. A deer was coming by later on. Of course, we have to hit up the pool. And then we went to dinner. And we went to this Mexican restaurant that we go to every time we come to the ocean. Super good food. Had myself a chicken chimichanga and a virgin margarita. Last time we were here, we started getting the notices on our phone for the tsunami because of that earthquake. But, it was all good. So now we're driving back to the condos, and I noticed that a lot of places already began to put their Christmas lights up. So that was a lot of fun. Just driving by and seeing that. So it is the next morning. Good morning. And there is the deer. I know it's kind of blurry. And then someone came out with their dog. So the deer went away quickly. I do not know why I did not film this. I am making a basic breakfast casserole and then some French toast. So I am filming the French toast, but the breakfast casserole is just the potatoes, frozen potatoes, breakfast potatoes, the bag of them. And then I cracked about 8 eggs and scrambled those up and poured that over. And then I cooked up a pound of turkey breakfast sausage. And then I put that over and covered it with cheese and put it in the oven 350 degrees for about 40 minutes or so. And it was great. I used just a little bit of seasoning, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and pepper because that's what I brought from home. And then here I'm making French toast. My initial idea was to make 2 casseroles. The breakfast casserole I just described. And then if you didn't see my previous video, you can go back and look at that. That has my Thanksgiving and everything. But I actually made a loaf of bread. It wasn't the best loaf I've made, but it tasted good. And I was just going to cut that up and then put all the yummy gooiness over the top of that you do for French toast with the eggs and the cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg and all that, and let that sit overnight, and then bake that with some butter and so forth and have that for breakfast. Sounded great, except I brought my bread, but I didn't bring anything else, or at least I didn't think I did. So I wasn't able to soak the bread. And then lo and behold, I did find the cinnamon butter mixture. Actually, it's the same one I used for my candied yams. I just had extra. So I went ahead and put it in a baggie to bring to do all this, but then I couldn't find it. And of course, I found it the next day. So I do put it here in a pot on the back of the stove and drizzle it over the French toast. But anyways, the French toast turned out great, and it was an easy fix. We just grabbed a loaf of bread and I just cracked some eggs and mixed them up. I did add some half and half because I brought that from home. And some cinnamon, which I brought from home and sprinkled over the top of it. Put some butter in the skillet. Easy peasy. I am making breakfast for myself, my husband, our little one, or youngest one. I guess he's not that little anymore. And then my mom and dad, my brother, his wife, and my niece. We all have separate condos, but we're in the same condo complex. So it's kind of like a hotel, but they're individually owned condos. So but we're all right by each other. So we can just walk over. So yeah, I went ahead and made everybody breakfast. That is my son still asleep. We finally had to wake him up about 10:30 to get up. But yeah, it was a wonderful morning. Here they are watching football, finishing up breakfast, and then we all went to the beach.
It's a big crab head. He likes to.
It is so peaceful. Oh my gosh. But there's this tree that like washed up. So I'm walking down there. You really kind of can't, well, at least I feel like how it looks, I can't tell what time of day it is, but it's actually like noon, maybe 12:30. So, but yeah, so beautiful, and it's not windy. So while it's not warm, just put a coat on and stuff and you're good. But yeah, we're heading to the tree. My husband and son are there already. My husband taking a picture of our son. So cool. This was really, really cool to see. You could like tell it's been, look at this, it has been in the water for some time and which way it's floating, because you can see, literally see the line of like barnacles that go down, and then the back side will have like barnacles, but then the top side still has its branches. Just curious where it came from, but so cool. This was like really cool to see. Yeah, you can see the line here. Even on like how the branches are broken off on one side. Don't let it poke you, baby.
Too late.
All right, go ahead. Do what you're going to do. Of course, we made him pause for multiple pictures. And my mommy. Here I'm looking like, what are all the birds fighting over? It's a turkey carcass. All right, I am sitting down, y'all. I am just feeling so thankful right now for this trip, this little getaway on Thanksgiving weekend with my family. Yeah, my heart's really full right now. There's my youngest. Find a big hill of dirt and he'll be occupied for hours. That's all right. The sun has definitely dipped behind some clouds here. We got a lot of cloud coverage now, so it's getting a little bit too cold to be on the beach. So we're going to get ready to head back. But first, of course, my husband and son are finishing up playing football. Nice. And here we saw another deer on our way back. We went back to the condo, freshened up real quick, and then we headed over to like an arcade place, but it also has bumper cars and the slick track. It has a little mini roller coaster for the little ones, and then video games and things like that. So, of course, we had to start with bumper cars. You gotta keep moving. Try to get Daddy. We can get a little fierce. Now it's time for the slick track. My husband opted out. It was a little chilly. And this is the first time that our youngest had his own cart. He normally goes passenger with one of us. So that was a lot of fun. And there were only 2 other kids on the track. So that worked out well for him to give it his first try doing it himself. So that was a lot of fun. Of course, we got to go and get some ice cream. I had chocolate and peanut butter. And once that was done, we did a little bit of shopping. I thought that shirt was cute. I got this for my son for Christmas, just a little something. Once we're done shopping, we went ahead and met everyone for dinner. I absolutely, every single time I come, get this crab sandwich. It's at Bennett's. So good. So we enjoyed our time here, chit-chatting and all that. Of course, same drive back to the condo. So I got glimpses of some lights again. I am really in the Christmas mood now. It's like heading up to Thanksgiving, I kind of was, but now I'm full-fledged there. So good morning. It is the next morning. We only stayed 2 nights, so we are getting ready to leave this morning, but of course, just like anywhere else, before I leave, I've got to do a little bit of housekeeping. So, because I did make breakfast and all of that, I do have some dishes and I did run them through the dishwasher. So, I'm going to go ahead and unload those real quick. First, I need to get a little coffee. While I am not doing Vlogmas this year because I did just start my YouTube channel not too long ago, and I can't film and edit and upload every day yet. I'm not quite that good yet. However, I will be putting out more videos for the month of December, especially around holiday themes or decorating, little activities that we do, our family traditions, along with the extra cooking and cleaning and hosting and parties and everything that comes in December. So I am looking forward to that. Let me know in the comments down below, are you ready for December? Well, December's here, so whether you're ready for it or not, but I mean, are you feeling it? Are you in the mood for Christmas and for the holidays and everything that comes along with it? Or are you not quite there yet? I am full-fledged there. I wasn't quite there right before Thanksgiving, but now, especially after seeing the Christmas lights when we came out from dinner the other night, it just put me there. So I'm super excited. I'm ready to get back home and get our decorations up outside and do all that. And then I am going to add some more decorations in the home, and I'll show that as well. We left here about 11, and we actually didn't even run into some after Thanksgiving traffic, which I thought we would. I typically drive my parents, so that's what I did. My husband took our car and took our youngest, and then I drive my parents. So, of course, we stopped for lunch and stop at the rest area and do all that. But I want to thank you so much for coming along with me today as we went on our beach vacation after Thanksgiving. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next one.